Yeah, I'm for anything that's time saving this morning because I'm on a tight schedule, as I know some of you know.
This
And
was maybe lots longer than we first anticipated.
yeah.
It's,
And
it's
Judge, I'm looking for Haven Doucette.
okay. I don't have anybody else in yet.
Okay.
If it is going to be protracted, we'll have to specially set it.
Judge, could I have a breakout room with Miss Carruthers really quick?
Yeah, I know the attorneys are wanting a bench conference. We're just waiting for Mr. Hill. I'll put you in there with her if you think you'll be pretty quick.
Yes.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Thank you, Judge.
Uh-huh. Happy Halloween to everybody.
You too, Judge. That was fun getting kids ready this morning.
I bet. A little bit wound up.
Well, for some reason, one of ours is now all of a sudden scared of everything.
Oh,
Everything bothers him. And so we're in that. Jill was painting whiskers on his face and he was having none of it.
No.
So we're in that mode right now.
okay. I don't think it's a mandatory holiday. He'll probably be okay with the candy part of it.
Probably.
Mr. Hill, we're waiting for Miss Naranjo to come back in breakout room with her client, and as soon as she comes back, we're gonna have a bench conference.
Okay, thank you. Judge Rachel just sent out a chat asking about resetting this or resetting something else.
No, it would be this. If Jeff, we'll see, we'll have a bench conference, but if this is going to be a lengthy hearing today, I'm going to have to reset it. I'm on a real tight schedule today.
Gotcha. We've got this motion to deal with. Okay, yeah.
So, I'll visit with all of you and then we'll kind of see where we're at. Is the only motion the one that was filed back in September?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But there's a lot of very recent activity.
Filings?
Oh, I just said a lot of recent activity.
Okay, but you don't mean filings because I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
no filing.
No.
Okay, we got Ms. Naranjo back, so I want to have our bench conference. We're here today on the initial permanency hearing in each case. And also, we still have an outstanding motion on placement issues that was filed back in September. So let me just go ahead and let's take announcements on who is present today.
Daniel Trout for the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. Haven Doucette is my permanency specialist. We're present ready.
Kenner Naranjo on behalf of the mother, Tamesia Carruthers. We're both present, ready.
Jeff Hill on behalf of Dante Jones, Judge. He is here. There he is. Yes, ma'am. We're ready.
Stacy Zavala on behalf of the children.
All right, thank you. Okay, as council, you all know already, I have got a very, very limited time this morning, and I think this is going to take a significant amount of time that I don't have set aside today. We are going to resume this hearing on November 5th at 11:30. And I'm going to order that there be no unsupervised visitation with the children until we reconvene and kind of sort everything out. But, I granted mom some unsupervised visits. I'm going to pull that back just until we can have a full hearing on this matter. So she can have supervised access to the children, but but not unsupervised. Was she, prior to that, was she doing her visitation at placement?
Ms. Doucette.
Sorry, it was with St. Francis was supervising the visits.
Okay. Until if there's going to be a visit before we get back together on the 5th, then I'll just say, let's just do that back at St. Francis for a couple of hours. And then we'll sort it all out on the 5th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate everybody. My apologies. And I'll see you back November 5th at about 11:30.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Dante, I'll call you in a little bit. I've got another hearing, but I'll call you in a little bit and let you know what just happened, okay?
All right.
Thank
And
you very much.
Thank you, Judge. Haven, I'll reach out to you in the next day or so and we'll have a conversation.
We're here today in each case on our initial permanency hearing. We are conducting this through Zoom under a finding of good cause and agreement of the parties. We're live streaming and I am recording to the Zoom cloud. I don't have a reporter this morning, so if anybody needs a copy, let me know and we'll make it available. All right. Ms. Jones is also logged in now, Jalinda Jones. Okay, then who are we going to get an update from? Ms. Doucette?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms.
Do
Doucette.
you want us to announce, Judge?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead and we will announce. Sorry.
Daniel Trout for the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. Haven Doucette's my permanency specialist. We're present ready, Your Honor.
Kenner Naranjo on behalf of the mother, Tamesia Carruthers. She's supposed to be getting on, Judge, but I will let everyone know she does have strep, so she cannot speak. So I don't know if anyone wanted to call her to testify, but that may inhibit that.
Okay.
Jeff Hill on behalf of the father, Dante Jones. He's present. We're ready.
Stacy Grant on behalf of Terry Jones, the potential father to Terry husband, ready.
Stacy Zabala on behalf of all three kids.
And Ms. Grant, I think he's also the alleged father of Layla.
That's probably correct, Your Honor. Since the order appointing hasn't come through yet, I'm unable to get into the documents of the case, but I have been trying to locate Mr. Jones and have not been successful.
Okay. All right, then. Okay, now we'll get an update from Ms. Doucette.
The children are placed with Miss Galinda Jones, their aunt. They're doing very well. Layla and Terry have started school at Woodlands Elementary School, and they're doing very well there. The youngest, Tavia, still remains at home with Glinda while she's not at work, and then she stays with Miss Jones' sister. Each of them are doing very well in placement. And then I've spoken with Miss Tamesia. She has completed a majority of her services, and she was having unsupervised visits. And then I've also met with Mr. Dante Jones. He has started his individual counseling. The referral was sent today, and he's been continuing coming to his visits with Tavius as well. And I have not been able to locate Mr. Terry Jones as well.
Ms. Judge, if I may ask some questions.
Sure.
Ms. Doucette, we reset this last time. We had an issue come up with the unsupervised visits. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And just for a time frame, when did that happen?
The incident happened on the 30th.
Okay. And what was going on as far as the unsupervised visits?
Mom was supposed to be going to the home and helping aunt while she was at work, or just helping and establish a routine with the children.
Okay. Mom was awarded to have unsupervised visits, could have some visits at her apartment, as long as no other unapproved people were there.
Yes, sir.
And no overnight visits. Is that correct?
Yes.
Were there any changes that or incidents that happened with that?
Yes, an incident happened on the 30th.
Okay, and what was that?
Mom went to the school and checked out Terry and Layla Jones.
Lack of
And-
personal knowledge, we have not established how Mr. Duquette knows this information.
Okay, sustain.
So was, to your knowledge, did mom keep the children overnight?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor. How, again, failed to establish a foundation of personal knowledge of how she knew that she kept the children overnight.
All right. Sustained. And so if we're gonna go this drill, then I'm gonna swear the witness in. Because normally, as you all know, our review hearings are just informal. So, all right. Ms. Doucette, if you will, please raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you'll give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Okay.
Ms. Doucette, did placement reach out to you?
Yes.
Okay. Did you go look for the children and try to find mom?
Yes.
Okay. Were you able to get in touch with mom?
Eventually, yes.
Okay. How long did it take you to get in touch with mom?
The majority of the day.
Okay. And this was on October 30th of 2024?
Yes.
Okay. Did you go by the school?
I did not. I called them.
Okay. You called the school? Okay.
Yes.
During that investigation, were the children in school?
No.
Okay. Where were you able to get up with mom?
Meet with mom
Yeah. Or when were you able to finally get in touch with her?
after recovering the children.
Okay. Where were the children recovered?
They were recovered from a home on Alabama Street.
Are you familiar with that home?
I am not.
Did you find out whose home that was?
I did not.
Okay. Did you speak to mom about this incident?
I did.
Okay. Did mom state who home that was?
She stated it was a friend's.
Okay. Was that friend approved
No.
by St. Francis? And mom was not living at this home?
No, she was just temporarily staying.
Okay. Temporarily staying at that home?
Yes.
Okay. Is mom no longer staying in the apartment with her friend from the last hearing?
Yes.
Okay. So she's staying both places?
She's no longer staying at from the last hearing. She's staying in different places.
Okay. So mom, to your knowledge right now, and from talking to mom, she does not have a stable housing situation?
Yes.
Yes, she
Yes,
does have a stable
yes.
housing situation, or no, she does not?
No, she does not have a stable housing situation. Sorry.
Okay. Did you discuss with mom whether she kept the children overnight?
I did.
And did she say she had?
Yes.
Was she aware that she was not supposed to do that?
Yes.
Did she tell you why she did that?
She said that she had checked them out of school and was spending time with them, and then she felt stuck finding a ride to find them to school.
Did she state whether she called placement?
She did not.
Was mom aware that she was not supposed to have the children around people unapproved persons?
Yes.
And mom was in the hearing when the court ordered that?
Yes.
Has St. Francis at this time stopped the unsupervised visits and gone back to supervised?
Yes.
And is that based on the circumstance of not being able to find the children?
Yes.
Did you try to call mom
Yes.
during that incident?
Yes.
Was her phone working or was she just not answering?
Her phone was not working.
Did you discuss that with mom?
I did.
And what was the reasoning for that?
She had not paid her phone bill.
Okay. Has she got that phone up and working now?
Yes, and I can contact her.
Okay. And from your discussions with mom, was she aware of the rules that the court had put in place
Yes.
as far as her visitations?
Yes.
Did she give you any good reason of why she went against those orders?
No.
Do you know why she was no longer staying in the apartment?
She explained that there was a falling out between her and Miss Howard.
Did she say what that falling out was about?
With Miss Howard, wanted to have a friend over, and Miss Howard knew the children couldn't be there when that was happening.
So Miss Howard wanted to have a friend over?
Miss Howard, wanted to have a friend over, and she knew that the children could not be there when that friend was over.
Okay. And so mom left the apartment
Yes,
and went and stayed elsewhere.
elsewhere, yes.
Do you know where mom is staying? Is she still staying with the people on Alabama Street, to your knowledge?
I am unsure.
Okay. Has mom stated where she is staying, or is there other places?
Just that friend's house is what she told me.
Okay. Are you requesting today, due to the incident and not knowing where mom lived, that visits stay as supervised at this time?
Yes,
And for mom, and you said mom has almost done work most of her services. What does she have left?
she was working her domestic violence support group service.
Okay. Do you know how much longer she has on that?
I do not.
Is that the only thing besides stable housing and transportation? Is that the only thing that she has?
And stable employment, yes.
Where is she currently working now?
She reported to me that she does not have a job.
Okay. In our last hearing, she was working at Taco Villa.
Yes.
Did she change jobs after that, or has she not been working since she left that job?
Yes, she reported to me that she was working for Brahms.
Okay. Did you ever get any verification on that?
I did not.
But mom has reported as of when that she is not working.
When I spoke with her on the 30th.
Okay. And did she tell you how long she had been unemployed?
No.
Okay. How are the children doing? Children are back in placement now.
Yes.
How is that going?
It's going very well. They've returned to school and they enjoy going to school, and Tavia stays with Miss Jones during the day, and they have a very well bonded relationship.
Even though they're supervised, has mom been over at the apartment with placement helping out?
No.
Okay. Does St. Francis have any issue with mom as long as she's supervised by placement, or I believe there was another aunt that could help out also? Did St. Francis have any issue with mom continuing to help them in the placement situation?
No.
Prior to the incident on the 30th, do you know how many times mom had been over to help placement?
It was reported to me that it was only once.
But at the time, she's allowed to go over kind of as much as they can work out. Is that correct?
Yes.
And St. Francis has no problem with that as long as it's still being supervised.
Yes.
I'll pass the witness at this time, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ronho.
Mr. Cat, when you recovered the children, did they appear to be physically okay and well taken care of?
Yes.
And does the department have any concerns about the children remaining in their current placement?
No.
And would the department like the children to remain in their current placement?
Yes, we would.
I'll pass the witness.
Mr. Hill.
No questions, Judge.
All right, Ms. Graham.
No questions, Judge.
All right, Ms. Zavala.
Ms. Doucette, the children were gone Monday night, all day Tuesday, Tuesday night, and most of the day on Wednesday. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And none of that time did mom check in with placement?
Yes, ma'am.
You mean she did check in with
Sorry,
placement?
yes, she did not check in with placement.
Okay. Did she check in with you?
No.
Has mom told you what she told placement the rules were?
Mom told me that she thought she could take the children, but she knew that they could not stay overnight.
But yet she kept them for 2 nights.
Yes.
Um, prior to our last hearing and in your report, it talks about mom having this ability to come over and help the aunts. But she had not taken advantage of any of that, had she?
No, she had not.
The Miss Jalinda Jones that's here, she's the primary placement, but there's another aunt that'll help out as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the last time that mom was seen, she actually had, for the first time, decided to help out, and she picked up the kids from school and brought them to the other aunt's house.
Yes.
Were you aware that I was actually at the aunt's house when that happened?
I was not.
I pass the witness.
All right, Mr. Trout, anything further of this witness?
Nothing further of this witness at this time, Your Honor.
All right. You have any other witnesses to call today?
Yes, I just briefly, I'd like to call Miss Melinda Jones.
All right, Ms. Jones, if you could unmute your device, and if you have camera, I would sure appreciate you turning it on.
Okay, am I unmuted?
You are unmuted. Yes, ma'am. Do you know how to turn on your video?
Well, I'm trying. I don't see it on here.
I'm going to send you a little prompt.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you.
And
Okay. If you'll raise your right hand for me, ma'am.
Okay.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Trout, you may proceed.
yes, I'm gonna give it just a second. I got some sirens going off out here.
Yeah, I do too. We got the same sirens going
Yes,
on.
ma'am.
Come here, Tavius.
And Miss Jones, you are placement for the children right now. Is that correct?
Yes, right now. Yes.
Okay. You heard the testimony a while ago about the incident that happened at the end of September, correct?
Yes.
Or October.
October. Yes.
Yes, ma'am, October. While the children were not in your care, did you try to contact mom?
I tried to contact mom, but I couldn't get in touch with her. She was saying something was wrong with her phone.
Okay.
She was talking with my sister, the other sister, through Messenger or Facebook.
Mm-hmm. But when you tried to call, the phone wasn't working?
No.
Okay. Were you aware that mom was not going to bring the kids back to your house?
I was not aware. She kept telling me she was going to bring them because I told them I did not want them to miss school since they had just started.
Uh-huh.
So she told me she had a way to get them to the school, but then when it got late, she told my sister that they didn't have a way, so they missed school that day, and then they missed school 2 days.
Okay. Did mom ever reach out to you to try to get help getting the kids to school?
She called me that early morning, about 5 o'clock. She texted. She said her phone could finally text. She was on the Wi-Fi or something. But, and she told me she was on her way to bring the children. So I got up I got up and got their clothes ready, thinking they were going to get to school that day on Tuesday. But then she texted my sister and said somebody needed that.
Objection, Your Honor. You're saying lack of personal knowledge. She can't communicate about what was not communicated to her.
Okay, it's hearsay as to what the sister would have told her.
Yeah.
So I'll sustain that.
So mom reached out to you to bring the children to you but never showed up?
Right.
Okay. And then that was on Tuesday. What about Wednesday morning? Did she ever reach out to you again?
No, she didn't reach out to me on Wednesday.
Okay.
I called the children's lawyer. Think it was the children's lawyer. I talked to so many, so I'm really not for sure. But I called to let them know.
Okay.
I wasn't able to get them in school, that they had missed school. So.
Okay. And did you ever try to reach out to Miss Doucette, the caseworker?
The children's.
Yes, my mom's caseworker, that Miss Doucette that just testified.
No, I didn't really know who she were.
Okay.
And to me, I didn't know who she were.
But you notified Ms. Zavala once you knew that the kids needed to be in school.
Yes.
Okay. And outside of saying she didn't have a ride, Mom never really said why she didn't bring the kids back to you or why she kept them overnight.
No, she never said anything.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Naranjo,
No questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Hill,
No questions, Your Honor.
Ms. Grant,
No questions, Your Honor.
Ms. Zavala.
Ms. Jones, back a week before this happened, my assistant Kelly reached out to you to schedule an appointment for me to meet with the kids, right?
I believe so.
Okay. And we arranged for me to actually see them at your sister's house on Monday after they got home from school.
Yes.
And your sister keeps them while you finish up your work.
Right.
And that's a usual arrangement and has been for a little while now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the last hearing where the judge granted Mom some more access, you were there for part of the hearing, is that right?
That's right.
Okay, but you had to leave early because of work.
Right.
What did Mom tell you had happened at that hearing?
Mom had told me that I knew they had given her the unsupervised vision. Then Mom had told me that they say she could keep the kids and she could keep them overnight and she could keep them as long as she want, take them shopping, whatever. So I told her, I took her at her word that because I didn't hear that. I just heard that the judge had gave her unsupervised vision to come and help me out, which she never did. So I took her at her word when I told, because I did not hear that because I had to get it okayed from my supervisor at work.
Okay, so during the times where she could have come over to your house and helped out, she never did.
She never did.
Okay. But on that Monday that I went to go see the kids, she had arranged to pick them up from school?
She had, well, my sister was going to pick them up, but then when she said she wanted to see them, so then she did say she would pick them up. She could pick them up. Like I said, I thought she could do all that. Yes. So she did say she could pick them up. So I did call the school and let them know who was coming to get the children.
Okay. When you and I spoke, or when you and Kelly spoke, at that time, there wasn't an idea that the kids would be spending the night with Mom. That came later, right?
That came later.
Okay. So so she picked up the kids, she brought them to your sister's house, she met with me, and at some point after I left, did she tell you she was taking the kids to go spend the night?
She didn't speak with me any.
She spoke with your sister?
She spoke with my sister.
Okay. But at that time, you thought that the judge's ruling was that she could have the kids spend the night.
Right. According to her, yes.
Okay, so you thought that's fine as long as she gets them to school the next morning on Tuesday.
Yes.
Did she get them to school?
No.
And you and I already had a previously scheduled phone call scheduled for Wednesday at 11:30. Is that right?
At 11:30.
I know a lot happened during that time frame, but
Okay.
so on Tuesday, I believe you called my office. Did you call my office on Tuesday?
Was that Tuesday? Oh my God. Yeah, so much done happened and I'm just going through. It may have been Tuesday. Is that when I was calling if I was calling you to let you know that the children was not in school?
Yes. And unfortunately, and I apologize for this, I didn't get back with you on Tuesday, right?
Right.
So I called you on Wednesday at our scheduled time, and that's when I found out that the kids had spent the night, 2 nights with her.
Right.
Okay. And at that point, when we spoke, I had already received information from the department that the kids were missing, and you and I spoke about that.
Right.
Were you able at that time to get a message to mom through Facebook Messenger? Or maybe your sister was able to?
Yeah, I was not able to get anything through to her. When she had first called and told me about her, I had asked her where was she so I could pick the children up because like I said, I wanted them in school. She only told me she was over on Alabama somewhere, Louisiana, one of those streets. No, she didn't. She told me she was in San Jacinto. She didn't even give a street. She just told me she was in San Jacinto.
At some point, did she give you the address and you were able to go and pick up the kids?
No, she gave it to my sister. My sister called me and told me to go on Alabama. So I rode up and down Alabama and she said she was going to be sitting outside. So she was sitting outside. And that's when I picked up the children.
Okay. I pass the witness.
All right. Mr. Trout?
I have no more questions for Ms. Jones yet.
All right, then. Do you have any further witnesses?
Judge, I'd like to call mom, but I don't, and as Mr. Rano said, she has strep, so I don't know how well she'll be able to talk.
Okay, Ms. Carruthers, can you turn your camera on at least so?
No, stop. Nope.
All right, Ms. Carruthers, can you unmute and can you turn your camera on?
Yes. I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, can you turn your camera on for me?
Hold on. Okay. Can you see me?
All right, we're gonna try this.
Okay.
I'll try just yes or no questions.
All right, Ms. Carruthers, raise your right hand for me.
Yes.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I need you to get somewhere where you can sit and remain still.
Okay.
I'm sorry that you're sick, and I'm sorry that we're having to do this while you're not feeling well. We'll try to make this as short as we can. All right, Mr. Trout.
Thank you, Aaron. Ms. Carruthers, were you aware you weren't supposed to keep the children overnight?
Yes.
And were you aware that you were not supposed to have the children around unapproved people? Okay. And yet you still kept them for 2 nights and didn't take them to school?
Yes. Okay.
Um,
But where I was, we were by ourselves.
okay.
Okay, can you try to say, start that?
Where we were, there was nobody there at the time that we were there. Left, so they weren't at there. It was just my kids. They weren't around anybody. It was just me and my kids. But yes, I was aware that I wasn't supposed to keep them. I did think that I could have them more than 3 hours. But I did know that I could keep them overnight, and yes.
Why did you not get in touch with your aunts to get the kids to school?
Well, the first night, both mornings, I thought I had a ride. The second morning, I text my aunt. I texted her earlier in the morning. I thought I had a ride. The ride that I did, she had to be to work and she was already late, so I just got dropped back off. And I should have just called my auntie to come get them, but I didn't. Like I said, I just, I was just, I know I should have got them to school, but I was just really like, just tell my kids, and I just let it go from there. Like, I don't
Okay,
know. I've been,
Ms.
yeah.
Crothers, it'll help if
I-
you'll look right at your phone while you're talking.
Okay,
I think that will help us hear
Okay.
you. I'm sorry, but
you're fine.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Anna. And Ms. Carruthers, why did you not reach out to Ms. Doucette or somebody at St. Francis to help with a ride?
Who is Mr. Set?
Your caseworker.
I don't know. I very rarely reach out to her. I mean, when I do, it's about, you know, um, I I have a car. I'm actually trying to get the tags and stickers for it. I just got a car. I do have a vehicle, but I just had to get the tags and stickers. But I could have reached out to her, but I think I have a transporter as well. I just haven't talked to her since my last case because there was a lot of mixed stuff going on that I didn't like.
So even though you knew the rules and knew that you weren't allowed to keep them overnight or have them somewhere around other people, you still elected to do that.
Yes, but they were not around other people. It was me and my kids.
You weren't staying in the apartment anymore that they were approved to go to.
She didn't want us there, and apparently it wasn't approved for us to stay there because I could get my kids back there.
Yes, ma'am. And so at that point, you just elected not to follow the rules.
No, it's not that I didn't elect to not follow the rules. I just had my kids. I was just in the moment with my kids. I did think that I could, like I said, I did think that I could have them. I just kept them overnight, but I thought it was more than 3 hours. That's the only reason I told my auntie that. I wouldn't have told my auntie that if I didn't feel if that wasn't the reason. That's who's trying to help me keep my kids. So I wouldn't tell her something to jeopardize the situation. I thought I could keep them as long as I could. I didn't that was my understanding. But the overnight part, yes, I did know that they were not supposed to spend the night.
And you see,
But I did
it's
misunderstand the first part.
okay. And you understand it's important they had just started school and to be in school. Okay.
Yes.
And it's not good in the middle of your case to keep them out of school and overnight when they weren't supposed to be.
Yes.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hill, any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Grant.
No questions.
All right, Ms. Naranjo.
Just briefly, Your Honor, Miss Carruthers, were the children safe and well taken care of while they were with you?
Yes, ma'am, always.
And if the judge allows you today to still continue visitation at your aunt's house, as long as your aunt supervises, do you want to do that?
Yes.
And would you not take the children from your aunt's place?
Yes, I would. Now that all this is okay, yeah.
And do you promise to remain in communication with your worker as well as your aunt regarding the kids and everything like that? Is that yes?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll pass the witness.
Okay, Ms. Zavala.
Ms. Carruthers, on Wednesday, the 30th, when you brought the kids to your aunt's house, I was there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd been waiting for you to bring them so that we could have the visit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who drove you?
One of my friends.
Okay.
Her name was-
And you and I met in person and we met with the kids and we talked. So in part of that conversation, did I express concern that the kids had been in the car with this other person that wasn't supposed to be around?
Yes.
Okay, and I remind.
I don't really remember what you were saying, to be honest. I
So
didn't even know. I don't know. I feel like that was an out to get me type thing, you know? I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't. But they were not in danger. I just simply got a ride. I had just got them out of school. Literally. Nothing had even started from that moment. We were supposed to be going to the park, going to go have fun stuff, do fun stuff. And then that's whenever I got the call that I was supposed to meet you. I knew nothing about you until I was supposed to come meet you. So
right,
that's why
because
I ended up finding the quickest ride I could find to get to you. I got to you.
I'm the kid's attorney, and I had scheduled with the aunt to meet with the kids there. So
Mhm.
you and I introduced myself and I explained my
Yeah.
role, right? And we talked in person. And I told you they are not allowed to be in a car with or somewhere else with someone that is not approved, correct?
Okay.
At that point, did you tell me I'm going to take them and they're going to come spend the night at my house?
No. I didn't know they were that time either. I just checked them out of school. Just
Okay.
got them. I had just got them. When I met you, I hadn't even had them for an hour. I
Okay.
had just got them. So I did
And
it.
so it was about 6 o'clock when we met, right? Actually, I think it was 5. I think the appointment was for 5. By the time you got there, it was about 5:35.
Yeah, okay, no, I just picked up Tavius. My other. That's
Okay. So after I told you you can't take them in this car with somebody else,
Mhm.
as soon as I left, you put them in the car and you went to some place that I just told you was not approved.
Yes, but I don't like how it's making me seem like I'm a monster mom or something. Like I don't like that.
Okay, Ms.
I was just
Carruthers,
getting from
Ms. Carruthers, you're not that doesn't answer her question. Nobody's trying to make anybody out to be a monster. You just need to answer what she
yes.
asks you.
Pass the witness.
All right. Does anybody have any further questions for Ms. Carruthers?
No further questions, Your Honor.
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ronho. Or excuse me, Mr. Trout, anybody else to call today?
Nobody else to call, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, then, since we were resuming a review hearing, we did cover, I think, other ground, in the initial part of this hearing. It was more of this issue that we needed to have a little more time to discuss. Let me just ask Ms. Doucette. Ms. Doucette, anything else new since we were last together that I need to know about?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to ask Ms. Naranjo, anything else new that's come up that we need to discuss?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Mr. Hill?
No, ma'am.
anything? All right. And Ms. Grant?
No, Your Honor, since I'm newly appointed, as soon as that order comes through, I'll review the documents and continue the search for my client. His last known address is an Oklahoma address, so he's an out-of-state service.
Yeah. And I think, certainly, St. Francis can share with you what they've attempted to do. I mean, I don't think we've had any meaningful contact with him throughout the case, but.
No, I don't think so, Judge. And I think the fastest way, unless Mr. Trout disagrees, would be for me to complete my searches, file a report, and file an answer on his behalf so that we can proceed.
Okay. All right, then, all right, Ms. Zavala, anything to present today?
Your Honor, I think the kids are doing well with Miss Jones. I was frustrated, and part of my conversation with Mom when I met with her was like, you've been provided this opportunity to come and help out and to spend time with your kids and bond with your kids, and you haven't taken advantage of it. That was one of my concerns, and I'm very concerned when somebody looks me in the face and then does something totally opposite. The kids did look good. They looked safe. I didn't see them afterwards, but I assume that they are based on what everybody else has said. But I have real concerns about both of those things. The fact that she's been given all this opportunity to help out her aunts who really desperately need it. And she had not chosen to help. She had not chosen to take advantage of that. And then to just completely fly in the face of all the rules is concerning to me.
All right. All right, well then for today, as far as this review is concerned, I'm going to continue the department as temporary managing conservator, and I'm going to continue the children's current placement with Ms. Jones. And I want to thank Ms. Jones for continuing to take really good care of these kiddos. I appreciate you, ma'am. And I'm sorry that we've had some hiccups, but thank you very much for what you're doing. I'm going to find that there'd be a continuing danger to return the children home to any of the parents today. Ms. Crothers, you've done so well in so many ways that it just shocks me that, we would have this situation come up. But, let me just share with you. I will second what Ms. Zavala just said. Probably the single biggest concerning thing about this whole deal is that you knew the rules and you just blatantly disregarded them and in fact had just spoken with her about some of these rules. And, it's just a big, how that comes across is just a big, kind of slap in the face. I don't care what you all think. I don't care what the rules are. I'm going to do whatever I want to do, to heck with you guys. It does not send the right message. Now, I did give you an opportunity to go over there to help with the kids. Your aunt could certainly use that. I did give you the opportunity to have the kids for 3 to 4 hours unsupervised, and I made it very clear, no overnight visitation. I mean, I don't know. There's no way you missed that. And you're not telling me that you missed it because you're telling me you knew it. So, we're not going to have any more unsupervised contact for a while. I will still allow you to go to your aunt's home to help. I suggest that you take advantage of that and help her out. I mean, these are your kids, and someone else is having to take care of them right now because of your actions, and or inactions. So, no more fast and loose with the rules, because I will tell you that will not end well. For instance, these children are in the legal custody of the department. And so when they go missing, guess what? Somebody could have picked up the phone and reported them as kidnapped children. You could have been facing, a felony charge for interference with child custody. Now, to my knowledge, nobody's done that. I don't know. But I'm just telling you, it's serious stuff. And when children are in the custody of the state, we don't sit around and wait to just see if they show up. You had people out there, Ms. Doucette in particular, beating the bushes, trying to figure out how to get a hold of you, how to find them, how to make contact. And, you just are really, 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 really lucky that this didn't go to the next level. So, I don't know that they haven't filed something. I don't know the answer to that.
Mm-hmm.
But, if it didn't come to that, then you are super lucky. You know, because bottom line is we are responsible for these children when they are in our legal care. And that kind of means we're hyper vigilant about the kids. You know, it's a little different than a situation where you let the kids go with, let's just say, for example, Mr. Jones, and he decided to hang on to the kids for an extra night or two, but you knew they were with him, and you knew that they were over there, and he just, you know, you guys are in some kind of squabble and fuss, and you know that he didn't maybe return the kids right when he was supposed to. Okay. I'm not saying that's a good situation. It's not a good situation, but it is a different situation than when children are in the legal custody of the state. So do not do this again, because it will not end well for you. Okay, then we're going to go back to where we were, other than there won't be any of the unsupervised contact, and everybody needs to keep working their service plans. And Ms. Crothers, I suggest you get over there and start helping your aunt.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll see everybody back for our next review hearing, which is February 25th of 2025, and that'll be on a 9 o'clock docket.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, Honor.
Okay, thank you all very much.
Thank you.
All right, we are here on initial permanency hearings in each case. We're conducting this through Zoom. We're live streaming, and I'm recording to the Zoom cloud. I don't have a recorder this morning. Okay, we'll take announcements.
You're muted.
Thank you, Jeff. Daniel Trout for the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. Shay Grant is my permanency specialist. We're present ready.
Jeff Hill, on behalf of the unknown father in the Zeus Luna case, I'm present ready.
Stacy Zabala on behalf of the children.
Okay, Ms. Grant, what do we have new since your court report was filed?
Not much is new. Everything's still going well. Mom's progressing and making progress in her services. She's working and living in Plainview. So really the only thing we lack is her individual counseling and her obtaining housing. So everything's going good. She is on the way today to go and drug screen a UA and a hair follicle. So
Okay,
the boys are doing great. They're current on medical and dental, very bonded to maternal aunt, and they're doing good in the home.
Miss Grant, where does mom sit on visitations at this time? Where are we on those?
She's weekly 1 hour.
Okay. Have y'all had any discussions on upping those?
Yes, we would like to move her to 2 hours a week.
Okay. All right.
and that was sort of a request that Mr. Hammonds had made that, or wanted us to address today. So that's already in the works then.
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, I'm good with that. Unless Ms. Zavala rains on our parade. You know, she's always that little black cloud hanging out over there. So,
Shay, real quick, have you been, I know we have a couple of unknown fathers, but have you been able to reach out to any of the named alleged fathers that we have?
Just Cody Randall. I sent a letter to the prison in Oklahoma where he is, but I haven't got anything back.
Okay. Are you able to do phone calls to that prison, or or how does that work?
I'm not sure, but I can look and find out.
Okay. But you have not been able to locate anything else on Jimmy Madrano Jr.?
No.
Okay. When have you received any letters back from Cody Randall, or have you just sent the packet and everything to him? And
I haven't received anything back.
okay.
Is he in jail or in a prison unit in Oklahoma?
Prison.
Prison. Okay.
And Judge, we did, let me see. We were able to get him served in August.
Okay.
We got him personally served on August 5th.
Okay. All right. So we don't just have to beat ourselves up over genetic testing then. Okay. All right. Okay. Anything else to report, Ms. Grant?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, then we've got Mr. Hammond's report. I'm sure everybody's seen that. Mr. Hill, anything to report?
Nothing to report, ma'am. I would like to ask Ms. Grant, the Cody Randall, is he potentially the father for Zeus or for the other child?
For Zeus.
Okay. Would you mind emailing me the information you have on him?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Zavala.
Your Honor, the kids are doing really well with maternal aunt. As long as mom's doing what she needs to and is drug testing, I've got no objection to upping the visitation. The kids do come back pretty wilded up from the visit, but I think that's pretty normal. And as long as mom's doing what she needs to, it's time to work on increasing.
Let me ask Ms. Grant, just maybe, I don't know whether now is the time or down the road a little bit, but is maternal aunt willing at some point to supervise, more visitation?
I did have a discussion with her about that last week, and she's not at this time.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, so we'll bump them up to 2 hours supervised through St. Francis. Okay. Okay, Ms. Riley has logged in with us. So, Ms. Riley, we're on the Madrano and Luna cases. Anything to report with respect to your unknown father?
And I'm sorry, Judge, I had my computer muted, but were you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, thank
No,
you.
I just said you've joined us now, and anything to report on your unknown father in the Madrano case?
No, I nothing new and nothing new to be able to determine about who that is.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then what, Ms. Riley, just to catch you up real quickly, mom is working services and seems to be in compliance. So we're going to increase her visitation to 2 hours a week, supervised. Mr. Hill doesn't have any more leads other than we do have one named father in the Luna case, who is in prison in Oklahoma. So that doesn't really concern you, but that's about it. That's about what we've covered ground today. Kids are doing good. So, all right, then I will continue the department as temporary managing conservator and continue the children's current placement. Find that there would be a continuing and ongoing danger to the children to return home today, and that the department will continue to use reasonable efforts to reunify the family. We are set for our next review hearings, February 25th of 2025. And that'll be on a 9:00 docket. And did I say as part of my order that we're going to increase mom's visits to 2 hours? I'm sorry. 2 hours unsupervised for mom. So
I'm writing it in order, Your Honor.
I figured you were. I just couldn't remember if I said it as part of my ruling. Okay. Thank you all very much. And y'all have a really good rest of your day. And I will see most of you probably sometime next week.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Judge,
you.
may I speak to Mr. Hill real quick in a breakout room before we leave?
Sure. You guys can both just go back to room 2.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Judge, do you have any more hearings today?
I do not.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna see if I could hang out and watch some, but that's fine.
I don't have anything else going today.
All right.
I had some other personal business I've got to take care of today, so I don't have anything else going today.
No, of course. I just, think that if I could, I'm trying when I have time to watch more, just because I think it's a great way to learn what other people are doing, et cetera.
Sure. We'll be in full swing on Tuesday.
I'll be back then.
Okay.
Thanks, Judge.
All right. You have a good weekend.